Warning. Tomb of Annihilation spoilers ahead. We rejoin Torin the Paladin, Zayli the Ranger, Nala the Druid, Badakas the Rogue, Zandala, Keshma, Tlad, Pox, Boblia, Lucanu, and Zale on the 5th floor of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The party is in the middle of exploring a room containing a pungent stench emanating from a garden of sickly plants and rotting compost. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler surrounded by many broken, dead bodies of plate-armored flesh golems that Nala chucked off the 1st floor balcony. In the ceiling above the sprinkler, a 10-foot-wide shaft leads straight up into darkness.
Oh, so we're in a world with sprinklers now?
I guess. How do they power the sprinkler, though?
Wait, let me guess. Magic!
I am Badakas. Please insert chicken. Being the druid and the ranger, Nala and Zayli investigate the plants and the compost, but don't find anything suspicious other than the compost piles have been frequently moved between areas of sick plants. Before we continue, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Suspicion! Suspicion! Extra suspicion! Zayli decides to walk into an adjacent room to the west that is linked by a hallway containing a small gap. The gap leads to black, cold water. Those stone walls can be seen on the far ends of what appears to be a large cavern. The room itself is mostly empty, save for paintings of black dragons and a gray slime puddle. Leading further west is yet another doorway and dark passageway. Back at the bodies of all the flesh golems, Lucanu stabs one with her longsword.
I wonder who did this.
Lucanu surveys her surroundings, though her ability to do so is limited without dark vision. You know, whatever slaughtered this many flesh golems is something we probably don't want to tangle with. Badakas does not understand this fascination with meatless animals. Please insert chicken. The NPCs have no idea the party is behind the slaughter of flesh golems. My players decided quickly and quietly that it would be funnier to leave the NPCs none the wiser. Meanwhile, in the Black Dragon painting room, Zandala catches up with Zayli. Nala has also entered with Zandala, though she went exploring down the dark hallway further west. My love, what are we doing in here?
I don't know. I'm ready to not be in here at all.
They fall quiet for a moment until Nala calls to them from the other room. Hey guys, there's a passageway with a lot of goop ahead. We should use the flesh golems to make a bridge across. The perfect strategy to an annoying problem. After much hauling of flesh golem bodies, Nala and Zayli find themselves in a room that has an iron lectern that appears to be some kind of control panel. There are multiple dials, buttons, and a gold lever with a star-shaped knob. On the wall, there are several configurations of rooms that seem like blueprints of the rooms, and there's a crystal lit under the middle one. There's a trio of pipes in the wall that are dripping some gray ooze.
The pentagons seem to rotate throughout the sequences, and the entrances to the rooms change. Or at least it seems like that?
That is the implication. Nala tries to rotate the configurations on the wall, but the configurations are very firmly attached. Okay, they don't move.
I think they indicate how we can move the other rooms.
Let's start trying to move something then.
What about the pipes?
We'll jam in them. Nala and Zayli begin jamming a variety of items into the pipes, though they've managed to safely clog all three. After discussing what configuration of rooms they like best, Zayli walks over to the console and turns the blue dial to the right. This dial changes where the light behind the crystal is. In this instance, configuration number 4 has a lit crystal, while the crystal under configuration 3 has dimmed. To confirm her hypothesis, Zayli moves the light back to configuration number 3 by turning the blue dial to the left. Intrigued, Zayli takes the red dial and moves it to the left. She hears the voice of a child in her mind. What is it now, Gora?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Who's this?
I'm out in the lake. Who are you?
I'm not out in the lake.
It's so nice out here. It's so lonely.
Well, you should find a friend. Or a buddy.
What's a buddy?
If you don't know, I'm not going to ask your parents.
Oh, I don't know where my parents are. I've been here a long time.
You sound pretty young. Who are you?
My name is Galiro.
Galiro?
Yeah. This whole time, Nala has been watching Zayli mutter into thin air, and Nala's extra suspicious personality flaw has been wigging out. What's your name?
Zayli.
Hi, Zayli. Nice to meet you.
Do you know anything about these dials that are in front of me?
I know that they move the cogs in the room.
What cogs?
You know, the big things in the middle of the lake that you walk through. You can move them.
But you don't know anything specific about them?
No, I swim in the lake.
Okay, nice talking to you, Galirul.
Zaylee rotates the red dial to the right, which severs her telepathic link with Galirul.
That was creepy.
Zaylee informs Nala of her brief conversation with Galirul, and the two think for a moment. So turning the dial gives us telepathic fish people.
Seems like it. Why don't you try speaking to it?
Oh boy. Okay, Nala steps up to the lectern and turns the red dial to the right twice, before she turns it to the left once. Oh, hi there. What's your name? Zaylee the second. Oh gosh, do you know Zaylee? The first? Yeah. That's so cool. What are you guys doing down here? I don't get a lot of visitors. She said to come say hi, so I did. Oh, she did? Oh, that's so nice. She said you were lonely. I'm so lonely. It's so quiet down here. I don't get many visitors. Why not? Because they all die. How do they die? I don't know. There's a scary monster in the lake. He doesn't eat you, though? No! The big tentacled scary monster with lots of sharp teeth and tentacles that meanly go... Where do the visitors usually come from, though? From the boats! Where are the boats? They're at the dock! Is there a dock near here, or do they come from other places? I don't know where here is. Gora doesn't let me out of the lake. Who's Gora? Gora is the engineer. Does Gora come by to tell you not to get out of the lake? No, because I can't. Why can't you? Because I'm stuck. How would I get out? My body is so big. What are you stuck in? The lake. As in you can't move, or you wouldn't do well outside the lake? No, I can't get out of the lake. There's nowhere to go. Oh, so it's an underground lake. Yeah, but where are the docks from? I don't know. He put them in. You can't have boats on an underground lake. I'm looking at them right now. Are they on the water? Yeah, they got lanterns and ropes and anchors and everything. Can you stick your head out of the water? Zaylee and Nala hear a muted splashing from beyond the control console room. I don't see anyone. But how big is your room? It's huge, but not as big as it used to be. How did you get in the lake? The Lich put me here. Were you smaller, or did he just open up a portal and stick you in? Yeah. Both? Okay. Also, I forgot your name. What was it again? I'm Galirul, Zaylee 2. Nala goes to respond and remembers that she lied about her name. Deciding to own up to her deceit, Nala reveals her actual name to Galirul. Oh, lying's not nice. I know. It's a very bad habit. I'm trying to shake it. Do you want to get out of the lake? Yeah. What do you look like, Galirul? I see tentacles.
That's what I thought. It's the monster.
And a long body and a tail. And do you have to come up and get air in the cavern every so often, or can you just sit under the lake for days? Oh, I can be under the lake as long as I want. But you can be up in the air too?
Definitely not a mammal.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't seem like something that exists in reality.
What's the longest you've been under the lake? 20 years. Were you sleeping? No. Oh, fair enough. Hey, Galirul. How old are you? Galirul goes quiet, though Nala can telepathically make out the sound of a child counting on their fingers, so to speak. 30,000 years old. Oh dear. Okay, how long have you been in the lake for? I don't know. A very, very long time. Nala goes quiet as she racks her brain, thinking of a way to get Galirul out of its underground lake prison. There's an opening near where we just walked over. Can you stick your head near that opening? I can come say hi.
So none of the people standing around the opening will know what's happening.
Hey, Galirul, we got a lot of friends in here, so why don't we tell them that you're here and then you can come say hi? Oh, friends! Oh boy! Nala quietly turns to Zaylee, and the two just stare blankly at each other for a moment.
This is something.
Zaylee and Nala slowly walk back towards the rest of the party, who have spread themselves out through the rooms with the sickly plants and the dragon paintings. The whole way back, Nala is muttering, "Please don't be evil," repeatedly under her breath.
Okay, everyone who doesn't want to be seen or interact with a tentacle monster, stand back.
What the f?
It's fine, Torin.
What did you do? Are you becoming a warlock now? Nala gives Torin and the group a brief summary of everything that just happened. You have got to be kidding. Bedikus approves of new animals. Bedikus cannot decide if Bedikus wants to meet the tentacle monster or not. Everyone else in the party, Lucanu, Zale, Tlad, Pox, Zandala, and Boblia are less than enthusiastic about meeting a potentially dangerous monster. The exception is Keshma, who is lazily floating near the ceiling, clearly out of harm's way. Nala and Galirul Galirol spoke briefly about the latter's hunger, so Nala and Zaylee strip down a few flesh golems and lay them over the gap that interrupts the two rooms.
Some of these guys are overcompensating.
Hey Galirol, you can come up and say hi, okay? Oh boy! The party sees a golem body get ripped through the gap between the rooms by a large tentacle before it vanishes into the dark water.
Perfect. Not terrifying at all.
The water slowly parts to reveal a creature that has 3 eyes in the center of its large head. It has a gaping mouth bigger than any of the party members, and its large body descends into the black waters. Galirol can communicate telepathically with any creatures within 120 feet. Hi, guys! Aw, Butticus thinks it's cute. Oh, that's nice.
This is Butticus. I'm Zaylee. That's Nala.
Hi! So nice to have friends down here. Galirol is clearly too big to get inside the room via the small crack, and Nala is out of polymorph spell slots due to the prolonged fight with the 4-armed gargoyles on the floor above. Here's the plan. Take a long rest, get Galirol out of the lake, and carry them out of the Tomb of the 9 Gods. During the rest, Butticus, Nala, and Zaylee talk a little about letting Galirol out.
What do we do when we get him out of the lake?
We take him to Happy Land.
We don't know how to get back there at this point.
I assume we find him a large body of water where he can go free.
Yeah, we got the sewer.
And he'll murder all the sailors.
Well, that's the sailor's problem. He's stuck. I can't just leave him.
The trade routes will never be the same. I bet the people who released the Kraken felt the same way.
Okay, we don't have to let him out into the ocean. We could find a big lake where he can go out and talk to people.
Butticus is uncertain if we should let a big predator out into an ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm having second thoughts.
Come on, guys. He's a prisoner and he has the mind of a child. He seems harmless. Galirol has been silent throughout most of the long rest. Perhaps eerily silent. Galirol?
Who contacts the mighty Galirol? What are you, worm? Speak!
Uh-oh. What has happened to the friendly Galirol? Is the party's future suddenly in peril? You'll find out soon. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this video across social media. I'll see you all next time.